Hello, my name is Lauren Camp, and I'm really thrilled to be part of Shenandoah's new issue. I am going to read my poem in the issue, Cell Theory. Cell Theory. The sun is begging emotion, and we're hazed as pennies beneath it. Every person who is weighed out in the dicey season knows what exists is last year's reduced consonants and the fallow reminder of friends taking three views of hard questions. Clouds dispense their rigged backlight, blameless, unceasing. But it must be noted, I see only from the mustardy window. Sidewalks go on with the usual onus of old rights. I've got a heart and liver that remember a scandalous companion, and if I never had used them like that, I couldn't have gone between hours until I could finally say, after. In those chilled rooms, I left what came to the table behind. The core of my thoughts followed the center of glasses and felt like a skinful of heat. I've told you all this before, and it's fine. It's not that I'm blameless, just the tarnish is done dragging through its chapters, or so I pretend. And now down the hall, someone has taken a drill to the eggs. She is scalloping a new story I have yet to see. Everyone here is closed in rooms that open with calluses of numbers. Everyone is divining tart moments of detail. Aren't we all in some way devoured? Between parsley bits, we talk about how we are not meant to leave, but we leave for the city, for the entire bargain of rain. Any half-clarified fancy is always my first choice to flash through a diary I refuse to keep, and I store it by first lines and visions. I purvey each separate past, then disguise them together as mash. The train hatch goes on its brief belled summary. Take apart what I've told you. All the news is about lying, about pushing events into incentives. There is so much metonymy, all of it another bite at an endless permission. There are so many willing participants. Every afternoon, I eat a red apple. When are people not hungry? I lay down outside as it further unbuttons. Thank you.
Hi, this is Luisa Caicedo Kimura, and this is my poem, Queridas Tías. Queridas Tías, Nueva York is a meat freezer, and there's no colors. Gray buildings, gray birds, gray bird poop on the metal swings. The only bright things are my thighs, red and purple from the cold. My friend Lou says her uncle lost a leg in Vietnam. He's not the only one missing something. Across the courtyard lives a guy with long, stringy hair and just one arm. The neighborhood kids say he carries a large bone in a bag, so I run when I see him, unless I'm with Mama. ¿Te acuerdas de la niña who sold fruit near our house in Colombia? She was missing a hand. Mario said her mama cut it off to get money. Cesar said a rat probably ate it. This morning, when I walked into the kitchen, a gray mouse ran over my foot. His little nails scratched my skin.
Hi, hello, my name is Robin Gao, and I'm going to read you my poem Yard Sale. Yard Sale. I stapled my wrist to a telephone pole and announced I would be selling all my past on Saturday. Most of the town performs this ritual, cradling armfuls of species and heredity, preparing coffins for every single fork and infant. I line stuffed animals up in a row. For a few dollars, I will let you own the faint smell of my mother, and a quilt that comes alive at night and tries to heal you with spoonfuls of olive oil. Then, also, the wall clock only capable of announcing afternoons. In my anatomy, it is always 4 p.m. Socks knotted into hearts. Come peruse my grasp. Will you help me hold on tighter? A seed is something scattered. Give me a picture of your baby self. I need to sell it all, Dad said one year. Stacks of Weight Watcher magazines, my hands behind my back. Before I left, I wanted to have a yard sale of dresses. Closet musk, moth-winged shoulders. Who would like to become a daughter? I have everything you need.
Duplex, an elegies. An elegy is a love poem, says my uncle, who smiles into a mirror. My uncle smiles into a mirror. The face he worships is a palace. The face he worships is a palace of wrinkles, though nothing new to see. Lotito, wrinkles are nothing new to see. Time is a boss that's always on the road. I am a boss that's always on the road. Old lovers now mistake me for a stranger. My lover once, don't make me a stranger. Love, if what we have was ever over. Love, if what we have was ever over, would we be an elegy or a love poem?
Lesson 1 in Chinese characters, a bilingual cultural poem about heart. 感 Perception takes place when an axe breaks something on the heart. 闷 Depressed whenever your heart is shut behind the door. 忌 Jealousy implies there being oneself only in the heart. 悲 Sorrow comes from the negation of the heart. 惑 Confusion occurs when there are too many laws over the heart. 忠 Loyalty remains as long as the heart is kept right at the center. 耻 Shame is the fear you get when your ear conflicts with your heart. 怒 Anger influxes when slavery rises from above the heart. 愁 Worry thickens as autumn sits high on your heart. 忍 To tolerate is to bear a knife strictly above your heart. 忘 Forgetting happens when there's a death on heart. 意 Meaning is defined as a sound over the heart. 思 Thought takes place within the field of heart. And kindness is reliance on the heart.
When Foamhenge was still where it was. Its purpose was to educate and entertain, the sign said on a foam stone at Foamhenge, where I enjoyed taking off all my clothes while the weathered wizard watched, while the dandelions yellowly matured, while the Aral Sea still held some water, and there were 2 spelling bee winners for the words stickomythia and fouilleton. What's it called when something is not of its time? My anachronistic thighs, like mayonnaise on all the different greens of the grass. Whomever I think my god is was somewhere else, but it was May, according to the gray shadows the foam stones cast, like a bracelet of chipped teeth laughing. I felt around for the truth, which was actually easy to come by, if hard to hold on to, like clouds. Oh, and there were clouds. The meringue of their wisdom, levitating above all history. All day it was history like that. But this was before I loved you. This was well before I even knew you existed in the ridiculous world.